Hi there, welcome back. My name is Eddy, one half of Steady, and we are continuing here with Vampyr. I am on chapter 1, and the title of this is Take Me to a Hospital. So where we left off is that Dr. Jonathan Reid defeated the vampire that was on the loose, and so he teamed up with the other doctor and are now at the hospital, and there is a vampire woman that is part of the team too, although that story has not been explored yet. So just going to see what's going to happen next now that I'm teaming up with this other doctor. So if you like this, feel free to like, follow, and subscribe, and enjoy. And yeah, just everything about it so far. The graphics are pretty good. It's not anything like high quality, but it gets the job done. So I do feel like that, yes, I am in London. So let's see what I can do to help the doctor here.
I'm sorry, Jonathan. Mr. Hampton needs me right now.
Okay, guess not.
It's okay, Jonathan. I'll see you later.
Alright, I will see you later, doctor.
Come on, you bastard! You can do better than that!
What's that?
Nah, it's my turn!
Oh, okay, they're fighting. Should I break it up? Wait, what's going on?
Rotten or pristine, each heart contains the soul of life.
Push them.
Drink at this river, try it all.
Oh, come on, you bastard! I won't bite!
Sir, please. You've lost too much blood. Calm yourself.
You think I didn't notice? Stop your staring and get me to an hospital, you arse!
Wow. Very mean. I don't know why this is so hard. Okay, so I'll let you bleed, be more polite, or I'll kill you. What kind of trajectory do I want him to follow? He's a punk, so you know what? Forget it.
Insult me again and I'll put an end to your misery right now.
Alright, sorry. I am in pain here. My guts are spilling out onto the street and you're yabbering on.
Yes. That's a very nasty wound you've got there. Take my word, I am a doctor. Dr. Jonathan Reid.
Jonathan Reid.
Name's Clay Cox. I'd appreciate you helping me to a better place, Doc.
Follow me, Mr. Cox. Let me assist you to that better place.
Okay. The blood quality indicates how much experience you will obtain from a particular citizen. The higher the blood quality, the more experience you get. To drink the blood of your prey, you first need to mesmerize them. To lead them out of sight from others, your mesmerized level must be equal or higher than the citizen's resistance. Press L1 to mesmerize Clay. Okay.
Fading light into the shadows. Dance with him the dance of life and death.
Shadows. Blood temptation. Press X to embrace Clay Cox. Or circle to release him. I could change my mind still. Embracing Clay will provide a massive experience boost, but be aware that there will be consequences. Learning more about citizens and collecting their hints will increase the experience gained. You know, I sort of want to see how this goes, so let's embrace Clay Cox.
In the back, you bastard! Didn't have the guts to fight me. Fuck you.
Why can't I hear his
Kill you.
voice?
I'll kill you.
Will soon suffer the consequences of your action. Why? Because they're gonna find his body? Hide his body! Come on, yo, you can't just leave it out here. Put it into one of these barrels or into the river. Oh.
To taste a life, to embrace its most intimate secrets. Such a burden, such a divine sin.
Okay. Alright. Well, I did it. Can't take it back now. I killed a man. Alright. Let's find this hospital. Alright, here we go. Always like to explore to see if there's anything that I can pick up. There you go, glass vials. What else? I know I have to go to the hospital. I'm just looking in this area. I like exploring. Oh. Different district. Maybe though I should follow the story. So, okay, let's go back. Oh.
Doctor, where have you been? I've little time to play hide and seek with new staff members, no matter how illustrious they may be.
I apologize, nurse. I needed some time to myself. This has been the longest and strangest night of my life.
You delivered poor Mr. Hampton from a terrible fate. The means to that end should be of little concern, Doctor.
I did
Thank
save
you,
his
nurse.
life.
What can I do for you?
Dr. Swansea insisted we provide you a quiet office. You'll find it on the second floor with your name on the door.
Okay, Dr.
Thank you.
Swansea.
Nurse Crane, isn't it?
Yes, Dorothy Crane. Welcome to Pembroke Hospital, Dr. Reid. Your office has been prepared.
I have a few questions.
I would like to ask a few questions first.
Yeah, how is he?
And Mr. Hampton, the patient we brought in, how does he fare?
I gave him a sedative to help him sleep. Poor thing was in quite a state of shock.
And how
If
about
you
my
could
room?
point me in the direction of my room again, nurse.
Second floor of the hospital, left after the stairs. It's the last vacant office at the end of the corridor.
Yeah, and who is Dr. Swansea?
What kind of man is Dr. Swansea?
Well, you accepted the job from him. I thought you would have known about your employer.
It's right to assume Dr. Swansea knows far more about me than I do about him.
You'll get to know him soon enough, and better than me. The administrator has better things to do than mix with us.
Apologies, I've only just met him the once. This is sudden. I've only just returned to England.
Dr. Swansea is a brilliant surgeon and the most compassionate physician.
Okay. Goodbye.
Thank you, Nurse Crane.
Doctor.
Good evening, sir.
So it is true. The famous Dr. Reid has joined us.
Famous Doctor.
I can't think of any better news during these terrible times.
Do we
Very
know
well
each
known.
other?
Actually, yes. We met once before at the Rockefeller University in New York.
Dr. Tippett, yes, I remember. I was assisting Professor Carell in his research about coronary bypasses. He had nothing but praise for you.
He was also very confident about your future. And look at you now. Eminent surgeon and blood transfusion specialist.
How was your life here in London? Oh, I need a hint.
What is the Pembroke Hospital situation? And please, speak freely.
This hospital is not exactly the best of London. I'm sure you are used to working in a better environment.
It's more than enough. In any case, the personnel of a hospital are much more important to me than the building.
Don't be misled by appearances, Dr. Reid. This hospital does not lack talented people. It just lacks hope.
Oh, okay, no hope.
What
How
can you
about
tell
the
me about the
staff?
staff in the hospital?
Some are really good, and others are not so good. But during this troubled period, there is no time for slander. I prefer to focus on the positive character traits.
Okay. How about those positive traits?
Tell me more about cherished people, then.
Nurse Brannigan is a pearl. She is the most helpful and dedicated nurse I've ever worked with. A clever and cheerful woman.
You really seem to admire her skills.
I'll go even further. If she was a man, she would be a damn fine practitioner.
She was a man. That's right, it takes place in the early 1900s.
Any opinion about the management?
I don't always agree with Dr. Swansea's reserve, but I must admit he does all he can to keep this facility running during this crisis.
Ah, yes, the burden of command. I was fed up with this concept while serving as a medical officer.
Don't get me wrong. Swansea's a good administrator. I just wish he would get out of his office now and again.
Okay. That's about it. Oh. How about your life in London? Oh. Okay.
Goodbye, Dr. Tippett.
See you later. Talk to you another time. How about you? Oh.
Good
Wow,
evening,
I
nurse.
could interact with all
I'm
these
Dr.
characters.
Jonathan Reid, the new surgeon here at the Pembroke.
Dr. Swansea has already told us about you, sir. I'm Nurse Gwyneth Brannigan.
This is Nurse
Welcome to the
Brannigan.
Pembroke Hospital.
Did he really? It's a good thing I wasn't hoping to keep a low profile.
All members of staff have already read about your new blood transfusion technique. Dr. Swansea made sure of that.
I see. Well, I'm a little surprised, but I suppose I'll just have to deal with this unexpected notoriety.
You must know, blood transfusions are Dr. Swansea's primary subject of research. He is convinced it is the future.
Okay, and so how about you? Your life here in London? Oh, same statements. Let's ask about staff.
I'm not familiar with all the staff yet. Perhaps you could help me.
Brilliant professionals, most of them. Dr. Swansea has a gift for recruiting talent.
Most of them. Is there a problem I should know about, nurse?
It would be inappropriate for me to speak ill of a colleague.
Ooh, there was a spelling error in the subtitles. Ooh. We're talking about most of them. I mean, with staff, you're going to have a couple of bad apples, so I'm not sure why you're so picky, Jonathan.
Is there anyone that stands out?
Well, I have never met someone as dedicated as Dr. Tippett. He should be a standard for us all here. If only he were younger.
Why should his age be a problem?
Yeah.
I guess it's fair to say he's always pushing himself to the limits. He just doesn't know when to stop and get some rest.
Oh, okay, it's taking a toll on him physically.
Nurse Brannigan, if you do know something, please tell me. Anything you say will be held in confidence.
No, I may disagree with some conduct, but in the end, everybody is doing their best.
Okay.
How are things here?
Not good, to say the least. We're struggling against an invisible enemy, more lethal than any bullet from a gun. It's hard, Doctor.
Okay, the invisible enemy. The illness.
An invisible enemy. Quite a poetic term for a disease, especially from a nurse.
Sorry, Doctor. These last few weeks have been exhausting. We could all do with a good night's sleep.
Yeah, how about the hospital?
Do you think this hospital can survive the epidemic?
We are all volunteers here, and we're trying to hold fast, but how do we beat an invisible killer? Some nurses have already resigned.
So, Jonathan, you're gonna ask some personal questions? What kind of personal questions? Ooh. You're gonna let her know about that? You're gonna try to start something over here? Okay.
Why does Dr. Tippett claim you're the main reason he keeps working, despite his fatigue?
If it wasn't for him, I probably would have left the Pembroke years ago.
Dr. Tippett does not think of you as just a nurse anymore, does he?
If you're suggesting he's not taking my gender into consideration when it comes to medical practice and knowledge, I really hope he doesn't.
That's it. Okay.
Goodbye, nurse. Call me if you need assistance.
Alright. So it looks like I need to talk to folks to unlock the hints. And get more of the story out. Let's go into the hospital already. There we go. Oh, the hospital is full. Yeah, due to the influenza, this hospital can no longer take any patients. Go back home. Can I talk to you? Oh, it's a doctor.
Good evening, Dr. Tippett.
Dr. Reid, any good news to share?
Perhaps about Nurse Brannigan. Not yet. Here you go, it's unlocked. I'm tired.
You're exhausting yourself, Corcoran. Maybe you should think about preserving your strength.
No. We must keep on healing all those poor souls. We are the last rampart before chaos. Once more unto the breach.
Ooh. I think we're trying to hook them up, huh? Okay, Brannigan and Tippett.
Nurse Brannigan is worried about you, Doctor.
She should not have told you that. I will have a word with her.
You don't have to blame her for her honesty.
I'm not that kind of man, my dear Jonathan. Actually, Nurse Brannigan's opinion is the only one I may listen to.
Oh. Okay. Alright. Sounds good, okay.
Goodbye, Dr. Tippett.
See you later. Talk to you next time. Up. Let's get this. Class 5.
Good evening, sir. I'm Dr. Jonathan Reid. I'm new here.
I've already heard about you, Dr. Reid. I'm Milton Hooks, the ambulance driver for this shithole of a hospital.
That's quite a blunt introduction, Mr. Hooks.
You can call me Milton. I like to speak my mind, Dr. Reid. Perk of the job. Don't judge me, and I won't judge you.
I'm not sure I understand what you're talking about.
Well, I'm no doctor, but I'm pretty sure a gun can't be used as a surgical instrument.
You have a keen eye. I learned to shoot during the war, and have carried one ever since. Old habits die hard.
No need to explain, Dr. Reid. And if you ever need a better gun, remember, I may have something for you.
Alright, hook it up, yo. Wait, maybe trade? Let me ask you some personal questions first. Okay, it's not unlocked. How about your life in London? There you go, I'm curious.
So what do you do exactly in this hospital? Apart from smuggling guns, I mean.
I've been an ambulance driver since... too long, I guess. I bring sick people here night and day. It's a dirty job, but I get it done. Most of the time.
How about the cleanliness?
Since you're on the front line, how is the sanitary situation in this vicinity?
It's a complete disaster.
Oh.
It's even getting dangerous to enter some streets or buildings. Even the locals attack you.
Oh, okay.
It sounds like things have been a bit rough recently. What's happened?
Yesterday I got attacked by the patient I was bringing here. I escaped through the hospital's garden, but I lost my wallet when I was running.
You left an infected patient outside the hospital. That's incredibly dangerous.
Go there yourself if you want, but be careful, Doctor. I'd rather not bring your dead body back.
Been used to this investigation. Ooh. Oh, okay, like a mini mission. Ah. I can select it. Okay, let's select it. Milton Hooks, the Pembroke's ambulance driver, confessed a patient he was bringing to the hospital attacked him. He had to escape through the facility's garden, but lost his wallet while doing so. The attacker must have been quite violent, for Milton refuses to return there anymore. Maybe I should search the garden and see for myself what is really going on there. Many missions. I'm with that, okay. Let's ask you about your weapons.
Are you really smuggling weapons through the hospital?
And why not? I've already been attacked by patients, you know. And by gang members willing to steal my money.
But you're not defending yourself. You're selling guns to civilians.
You keep people alive your own way, Doctor. I offer them another way to protect their health.
How about the situation?
How is the situation around here?
You want to hear the situation is all right? It's fucking awful. We lack everything. And it's getting worse every day.
At least you're being honest. Let's trade.
I'd like to see your goods.
Wise choice, Dr. Reid. A reliable gun is what everybody needs these days.
Let's see if it's worth it. Ooh, Milton's shotgun. A ranged weapon here we got. And then bullets, shotgun shell. Common handle part. Okay. All these parts. Huh. Oh, looks like I already have that. I do remember picking up a shotgun the last time I was playing. Bullet. Oh, how much are these though? 3. I have 86. Huh. Oh, I can only buy as many as 2? Okay. Oh, this one. Oh, this one I can get more. Okay. I don't know, let's get, yeah, sure, 8, why not? Looks like this I already have, so I'm okay there. Wedding ring. Oh, Clay Cox. Oh, I stole his wedding ring. Totally forgot about that. Dang. Killed him and then stole his wedding ring? Wow. Dr. Reid, you are cold. I'm pretty sure this is blood, so how come when I use this vision, it doesn't show up? Hmm? Maybe because it's not fresh. Investigate the citizens. Whoa, what's this? Whoa, why? Why is it so red? Whoa, wait a second. What's behind here? Can I get there? Oh. Oh, wait, what's this? Oh, cool, what is this?
How can I be sure I'll not find your unconscious body in the house again?
I promise you, you'll not find my unconscious body.
For God's sake, how can you say such a thing?
How can you refuse to listen? I tried to warn you for so long.
No, I won't let my only son die. You promised me you'll stay alive.
Your son lied to you, like the whole world lies to us.
Mortimer. Oh, hi there, you saw me. They just saw me. Okay, come on. Jonathan, you have to be more careful to not be spotted. You're clearly at this window and they walk right up to it like, who's this man listening and eavesdropping? Alright.
Don't have to bear the burdens of this hospital.
Who Ooh, they're talking.
Dr. Swansea is right. This place seems perfect to conduct my research.
Right, this hospital here.
The daily routine.
Good evening, sir. Can I help you?
Unless you're here to fix my face. No. I don't think you can help me.
I'm Dr. Reid. I've recently taken the position of head surgeon here. War injuries, am I right?
You guessed right, Doctor. German shell took my pretty little mug right off. But they still call me Thomas Elwood.
Alright, so let's just ask everyone personal questions. Serve for long.
Where were you stationed, sir? Did you serve for long?
I really don't want to talk about all this shit.
No offense. I was pushing too much. I served in France myself. I just wanted to know what happened to you.
You were an officer, weren't you? Then I doubt we fought the same war, sir. No offense.
Ooh, on different sides of the battlefield, I guess.
I think it's funny.
What?
Like, you just ask them like personal questions.
Yeah, just straight up, right?
Strangers.
Like, Dr. Reid, who do you think you are? Alright, let's ask about your experience here. You give us a 5-star rating?
How is your stay with us, Mr. Elwood?
Oh, it's bliss.
5 stars.
I just escaped death in the trenches to be surrounded again by the moans of the dying.
Can I ask you precisely why you're a patient here?
It's the pain, sir. The drugs don't work. It just hurts under the scars, if you get my drift.
Yeah, exactly. Who's treating you then? It's not working, whatever method they're doing.
Who is treating you? Is someone in particular looking after your case?
Nobody since the old and tired doctor spoke to me. Started to think I was forgotten about. Wouldn't blame you.
You don't seem worried by that.
My face hurts so much more when I smile or cry. I've learned it's easier not to speak. But be assured I'm smiling inside.
Well, can I help you?
Can I do anything for your pain?
Nurses gave me a bunch of pills. No effect. Told you. It's like the flames are under my skin, burning away.
Ouch. That sucks. Well, I'll talk to you later.
Goodbye for now, Mr. Elwood.
Fear and disgust on every street corner. The daily routine.
In the name of mercy, they depend on you. Nurses are needed now. Inquire at the nearest appointments office of the Ministry of Labor and National Service or write to 15 King London. Okay, some promos to be a nurse. Need more folks on the front lines. Oh, this goes outside. Huh. Oh,
It's locked, all right. Scowl voices in the garden. I should investigate. If they were to find somebody.
Ooh! Biting me? Oh, heck no! Biting me, yo? I didn't think that vampires can bite vampires. Don't they not like vampire blood? Because it's technically dead. Alright, who else is here then? Let's see. Okay, let me try to sneak up on it. Yes! Fight you! Three of them, shoot. Oh, you bit me! Oh, heck no. Get him! Get him! Nothing. Nothing. Oh. A photograph of a smiling and loving couple with a few words written on the back. Milton and Pippa forever. I can look in the trash. Is this the garden? No. Let's see what's in this direction. This goes, I think, to the main mission, find your office on the 2nd floor. How about the other one? Huh. Where'd that other one go? On my map. Is the wallet? No. There you go. Let's try to find that. Huh. No, can't open that. Okay. I hear them. Influenza. Complicated with pneumonia. You gotta stay home from the Spanish flu. Why do I feel like I'm going around in circles? Because I am.
Perhaps I should have considered the offer from that Callaghan fellow.
Okay, more ads.
So many deaths. And still more coming.
Yeah, nothing new with Nurse Crane there, so.
I'm so tired. Calm the children, Ellen. Will this shift? As for me.
Good evening, Doctor. I believe we're going to be working together. Dr. Reid. Dr. Swansea informed us of your arrival, but I could not dare to believe we'd have such good fortune. Such an honor, sir. Thank you. And you are...
Wow, what an asshole. And you are?
Dr. Thoreau Strickland. I'm a great admirer of your work, Dr. Reid.
Come on, Dr. Reid. He's like, oh, okay, you want to work with me, and so who are you? Wow. Let's go right in and with the personal questions. Ah, it's not unlocked yet. Or not yet. Okay. How about this? Yeah, tell me about yourself.
Please, could you tell me something about yourself? I'm a great admirer of your work concerning blood transfusion, Dr. Reid. I run my own experiments. I'm convinced it's the future. What made you choose to be a doctor? I'm not ashamed to admit you and your work have inspired me. I am honored to have the opportunity to work by your side.
Okay.
It's always a pleasure to share scientific and medical knowledge with someone eager to learn. I'll be glad to help you if I can. This epidemic may be the century's most terrible disaster, but I'm convinced that we, as doctors, are the only ones able to defeat it. I based my technique on my mentor's research. He helped me perfect my method. What is yours? I'd rather not talk about it. For now, it's just theories and first approach. My process is purely experimental. and unsuccessful.
As long as you're cautious and methodical, you may remain empty-handed, but you won't fail.
You're not the first one to warn me, but I am convinced knowledge is the main weapon against the ravages of this epidemic.
Knowledge. Right. Science. Listen to science to guide you through a pandemic, or here an epidemic.
What can you tell me about the Pembroke?
Well, it has always been an honor to work with Dr. Swansea. But with your arrival, I can't think of a better opportunity to learn about blood transfusion.
A little too optimistic, are you?
You seem quite optimistic. It's a rare and precious attitude in these difficult times.
I'm convinced that this epidemic is a test of endurance and dedication for us men of science.
Questions remain about our capacity to resolve the situation.
True. Last summer, during the first wave of the epidemic, I used to joke with Milton about the extra work. We're not smiling now.
Well, how about my assistance?
Do you need help with anything in particular?
Well, yes, maybe. I'm waiting for a batch of products I ordered for my personal research, yet my supplier seems to have vanished.
Do you want me to play the errand boy for you?
Oh no, Dr. Reid. But if you went personally to his shop, what with your reputation and all, he wouldn't dare to refuse the products I need.
I see. Well, give me the address, for I may pass by if I have time.
Cool. Nice. New investigation. Personal questions. Yes. I want to learn about your technique. Give me your secrets.
Tell me more about your willingness to experiment with new medical techniques.
Harvey Fiddick is a patient suffering from a severe injury that could cripple him if not treated correctly. I'm convinced your blood transfusion technique could help him.
What is it you really want? To save him, or to prove your point?
Fair question. I want nothing but to save my patient, Dr. Reid. Especially since I know Mr. Fiddick's story.
I feel like when Dr. Reid here asks these personal questions that he uses mesmerize, which could then make sense because I feel like if it was any other person, a stranger walking up to you and asking you a question like that, you'd be like, no, who are you? But then here, when I unlock it, it goes like, and it's like, oh, tell me about this. It's like, oh, okay. These vampire tricks at play. Tell me about Mr. Fiddick.
Tell me Mr. Fiddick's story.
Our first diagnosis was compromised because Mr. Fiddick lied to us about the real origin of his injury. He first claimed it was an accident.
But why would he hide such crucial information from us?
Because he is a proud father, ashamed of putting his children at risk because of his own negligence.
Harvey Fiddick. Cool. You hit.
This personal involvement could also appear to be a lack of impartiality. You must know that a good surgeon must remain neutral.
I agree. But that does not excuse Dr. Ackroyd's behavior, a man who did not even take time to converse with his patient.
Do you think keeping his distance was a mistake?
All I know is that I'm taking care of human beings with desires, hopes, and fears. Not some biological machine comprised of blood, bones, and flesh.
Okay.
Goodbye, Dr. Strickland.
See you next time. Alright. Oh yeah, I feel like maybe with her I might have unlocked something after talking.
What can I do for you, Doctor?
Personal questions. None? Okay, never mind.
Thank you, Nurse Crane.
And you will kindly apologize when you're feeling better.
Okay, this hospital is full. Oh, I was eavesdropping on y'all.
Good evening. I'm Dr. Reid. Can I help at all?
No.
Really? Why are you here then?
I don't want to talk. My throat hurts too much.
I suppose that this pain is the reason you're here. Is someone taking care of you?
Yes. And no.
Could you at least tell me your name, sir?
Mortimer. Mortimer Goswick.
Okay, Mortimer. Let's ask you some personal questions. Dang, just like that?
Admit it, Mortimer. Your mother had
Admit
you
it.
hospitalized
What the
here
hell?
because you tried to kill yourself.
Yes.
Dang.
It's true.
All right, then. This is the first time we've really shared information about your case. Shall we call this progress?
Call it what you want, Dr. Reid.
Progress? Call it an invasion of privacy.
Can I help you in any way, Mr. Goswick?
I wrote a letter for my mother. She was supposed to read it after my death. But I suppose she doesn't have to read it now.
I see. And is this letter still near the place where you tried to take your own life?
Yes. And I don't want anyone reading my last words. I mean, I'm still here. If you bring me back that letter, then perhaps we'll talk.
Okay. Wow. Side missions, okay.
You can trust me. I won't report you to the authorities. My one and only concern is your health.
I guess I should thank you then.
Tell me about yourself.
Tell me about yourself, Mr. Goswick.
I don't want to talk, Doctor.
Okay.
How painful is your throat, Mr. Goswick?
So painful I'd rather not talk at all, Doctor.
I feel like he's talking a lot with me.
I'm sure you realize a doctor and his patient have to communicate, sir. Would it help if I gave you some paper and a pen?
Not really.
I see. Then maybe it's not just your throat that hurts, Mr. Goswick. Perhaps your sore throat is just the consequence of something more hurtful.
Yes, maybe. But I don't want to talk or even write about it now.
I have to go now, sir. But don't hesitate to contact me if you need any help.
I'm
Alright.
Don't waste your time with me.
So with him, I need to find the letter. How about with you?
Good evening, madam. Can I help you?
It's my son who needs you, sir.
I'm Dr. Jonathan Reid. How can I help your son?
I'm Beatrice Goswick, mother of Mortimer Goswick. Could you check on him, please, Dr. Reid? I've heard much of your talents as a physician.
Let's go with the personal questions. Wow. Just say it right there, Dr. Reid. Your son wished to die.
Your son wished to die, Beatrice. Why did you hide such crucial information?
Are you not aware suicide is a crime? Mortimer could be thrown in jail. I can't let that happen. I won't.
I understand you fear the legal consequences, Mrs. Goswick. But don't you realize your silence significantly affects your son's case?
All my son needs is help and comprehension. Not judgment and punishment for what he may or may not have done.
It's true. Just some understanding. Need an open-minded person to listen to his concerns.
Goodbye, Mrs. Goswick.
Yeah, let's destigmatize mental health. That it's okay to ask for help. And it's okay to not feel yourself like yourself. It's important to have that support, and so luckily for Mortimer has his mom there. And now me, because I am helping him with his request to find this letter. Wow. So, let's see, where to next? Let's try to find the stairs. Go to my office. Oh, it's outside. Oh, I could talk to you. I could talk to a patient. Prevent disease, careless spitting, sneezing, coughing, spread influenza, spread by droplets, sprayed from nose and throat. Do not cough in public. Very relevant. wear a mask. Social distancing. Actually, then for the doctor, shouldn't he be like, I don't know, over here talking to her? But I can't do that. I have to be right up next to her. Let me see how close I can get. There, that looks like good distance.
Good evening, miss. I'm Dr. Reid, the new surgeon.
Okay, this is way
at
too
Pembroke
close. You're not
Hospital.
supposed to be this close.
And who are you?
Your name has no meaning to me, mortal. You're nothing but dust blown by the winds of eternity.
I beg your pardon?
What are you begging for, mortal? My clemency? Well, tonight maybe I'm inclined to mercy. You'll never forget the night you met Thelma Howcroft.
You keep calling me mortal. Why is that? And if I'm mortal, what are you?
Well, Dr. Reid, if you must know, I'm a vampire.
Is she now? I don't think she really is.
Who are you really, Miss Howcroft? I mean, apart from being a vampire.
Is that not enough for you, puny mortal? What do you require? Proof of my powers?
I'm curious to know who you were before becoming a vampire.
No, it's such a long time ago, I don't remember. Centuries of unholy life can have strange effects on one's minds, you see?
Alright, how about your life in London? And I was like, really? You're not a vampire.
And why do you
Not
believe
like
you're
me.
a vampire?
I don't need to believe anything. It is what I am. It is what I feel within this hollow shell of flesh.
Cotard syndrome. I've never heard of that one.
I see. Have you ever heard of Cotard syndrome, Miss Howcroft?
Never.
It's a mental illness discovered by a French neurologist named Jules Cotard. The affected patients are delusional. They believe that they are putrefying, that they are dead, a ghost or a ghoul, or in your case, a vampire.
Delusional, you say? Oh, sad and petty mortal. You can't even begin to understand the concept of immortality. And you think it is I who am delusional.
Calling her out.
Please, describe to me how you feel. What is it like to be a vampire?
I
Yeah,
can
because
hear
Dr.
my
Reid knows.
body crumble from the inside as my flesh cracks and fades. I sense the last pulse of postulant blood within my drying veins. I need new blood.
I would say it's pretty accurate, no? Where's she at? 2? Oh, okay.
Do you require my services, Miss Howcroft?
I have no need for your medicine, Dr. Reid. Blood is the only drug I need.
I'll leave you, Mistress of the Dark, to your nocturnal activities. It's locked, all right.
It's locked, okay. Now he's outside. Let's check this room before going upstairs. Oh, let me go outside. Went through this way before. Let's go up the stairs now. Second floor. On the left, is it? Ooh, weapons. Use hacksaw. T. Elwood's medical file. Okay. It's my office, Dr.
This must be the place. It's definitely away from prying eyes. Relegated to the shadows. A kingdom of my own. At least I won't be sleeping in a coffin.
Yeah, let's analyze this. William Bishop. Oh, okay, cool. We created some health. Nice.
William Bishop's blood is much more unstable than human blood and shows extensive mutation. But this is not what happened to me. I must keep on searching. The sun is about to rise. I can feel it. I'll continue tomorrow night. I have so much time now.
Should I rest? Should I bring back the wallet to its owner? Look for this wallet. Oh, whose office? Tippett, Strickland, and Ackroyd. Alright, what's on the third floor? Oh, I can't go here. Second floor. Okay. Alright, where's this garden, huh? Strange garden. Back the wallet to its owner. Alright, is there a map? That's right. Oh. Wait. There's a check mark to find the lost wallet in the garden. Did I actually find it? I just didn't pick it up? Oh, or maybe I did pick it up. Oh! Yeah, I picked it up. Okay, let me give it to you. Wow, I need to pay more attention. Okay. Yeah.
Good evening, Milton.
Good evening, Doctor. Still trying to save lives?
I found your wallet.
I have some good news, Milton.
What?
Good news.
The epidemic's over?
I retrieved your wallet.
No better news.
With all the money and a certain picture.
Well, yeah, Pippa Hawkins is my girl. So what?
Ah, that's right.
Is it the difference of skin colour that bothers you?
Not at all, Milton.
Good.
Time back
Please, take this money anyway. To remind you to keep your mouth shut. Not everybody is as broad-minded as you, Dr. Reid.
Why, thank you, Milton Hooks. Thanks, though. Cool. Oh, there is another investigation.
Another night with the glorious battalion of Pembroke.
Do another one. Let's do this one. Okay, I'm tracking right now. Let's see. Okay, Mortimer is a depressed and frail young patient at the Pembroke Hospital who tried to take his own life. He asked me to go to where he tried to kill himself and bring him back the suicide note he left there for his mother Beatrice before she finds it and reads that letter. Okay. Getting close.
Stay away!
Oh.
Did you hear me?
Okay, I'm leaving. God. Leave me alone. Don't mind me. Maybe here? Oh. Maybe up here? No, this is Goswick's flat. So this must be where I will find his letter. And also steal their money. Okay. Let's explore Mortimer's flat. Oh, nice. Okay, let's see. Oh, here's a note. Alright.
In this
Found the
letter,
letter.
Mortimer Goswick does nothing to hide his desire to die. I could give it to his mother, but doing so would betray his trust.
Oh, I see. So choose what to do with the letter. I think I'm gonna give it back to Mortimer because his mom doesn't need to know about that. You know, like that's his history, that's his story. He can share that with her once he's ready, if he's ever ready to. So I'm just looking at the screen to see how my dog is doing. Okay. Good.
I'd step back, sir.
Stand back.
And he's mine! I'll take it!
There you go. Just go at him. Ouch. Oh, because it's fire. Oh. Oh my gosh. Fire's our weapon of choice, brothers. Burning the beast. Best way to destroy it. That's right, the fire. I forgot. Cool. Well, it brings me back here. Alright.
It's one.
It's gonna go straight for you. Nope.
He's dead.
Lychee. No, we're not in the middle of a battle. Lychee. Oh my gosh. Oh, and they're using fire on me? Oh my god. Oh, I survived! Heal. So I have the letter. I am given the choice whether to give it back to Mortimer's mom or to Mortimer himself. As I was saying, I believe strongly to give it to Mortimer. I do not feel that his mother needs to know. That is up to Mortimer, sorry, to let his mother know. Because right now, he is not showing any active thoughts of hurting himself. He has no set plan as of now, so not at high risk.
Why are you applying social work?
So just so, you know, I feel that it'd be alright. It'd be okay. It'd be okay. There you go.
Good evening, Mr. Goswick. How are you?
I'm okay.
I do feel though that it would be important for Dr. Reid to let the staff know about Mortimer's history. I think that there is okay, that is within his scope of practice and what he's expected to do to be sure that Mortimer is okay. As for the letter to the mom, nah. No. Also, he is a grown man too. So I feel that with all those factors in consideration, and that he is doing okay now and more stable, this would be the best option.
I have retrieved your letter, Mr. Goswick. I can assure you that nobody read it but me.
Thank you. This is for you, then. For your help. And for your silence.
I think you should talk to your mother. It would be good for both of you.
Yeah, that's
Thank
right.
you.
That's
Dr.
right.
Reid.
Encourage that open communication.
I'll think about it. Now please, let me be.
Alright. 100
I have to go now, sir. But don't hesitate to contact me
Thanks for
if you
paying
need
me.
any help.
Good evening, sir.
On top of the 100,
Doctor.
I stole 5 shillings from your flat.
I will not let you down.
Good evening, Doctor. How is my son doing?
Hachi.
Oh, your son's suicide note. No. Oh. If I do this, is it ratting out on Mortimer? I won't choose that one, but maybe these other ones can shed some light as to their relationship.
Mortimer is extremely vague as to his motivations for committing suicide. Tell me more about what you know.
As you say, Mortimer had no reason to die. All he said to me was that he wanted to make the world a better place, but couldn't.
Oh.
What do you think he meant by making the world a better place?
Mortimer has always been a sensitive soul. He wouldn't talk to anyone for months after his father passed. It's like he carries everyone's sadness with him.
Why did your son feel so useless when facing the world?
I think it was more that he could only see the melancholy facets of life. He couldn't help but dwell on such things.
It's like I want to do this one just for the sake of being a completionist, but that that goes against what Mortimer wants. Mortimer does not want his mom to know about the note. Well, I mean, she already knows that her son wished to end his life. So not showing her the letter, but in essence letting her know. Or just giving her a warning. I'm sure she already knows that already. Already looking out for the best for her son. Let's just see this for dialogue.
You realize your son could try to kill himself again. He might succeed next time.
I think about it every minute. But I won't stop fighting for my son's future. That's how much I love him.
Aww.
You're right. Your son's death was not fatal. And unlike many on their own, he is lucky to have you by his side.
I can't give up on him. I just can't. I have conceded many times in my life, but giving up on my son is something I am incapable of.
Okay, I'm tempted to just do this one, just for the sake of seeing what happens.
I have read your son's suicide note. It was not an impulsive gesture, Nor was it his first attempt.
He threatened to kill himself a few times before. But I never thought he would dare to punish me this much.
Punish you? Why?
I've known for a long time he was not happy with his life. But I always hoped he cared enough to avoid making me suffer like this.
Well, I completed that one. Strickland. There's Crane. Oh, there's Doctor.
Good evening, sir. I'm Dr. Reid. I believe we're going to be colleagues.
Reid? Yes, I've been informed about your arrival. I'm Waverly Ackroyd. Welcome aboard, I suppose.
Does my arrival inconvenience you in some way, Dr. Ackroyd?
Let us just say that I don't particularly share Dr. Swansea's enthusiasm for hiring you. What we need here are reliable professionals, not overrated dabblers.
Okay. Let me ask you a personal question. Yeah, protect your reputation, Dr. Reid.
I don't know what you've heard about me, but I have already proved my value as a practitioner.
I don't question your skills, Dr. Reid, but your motive. Is it money, fame, or are you truly dedicated?
And what exactly is that supposed to mean?
I served in the war just like you. But unlike you, I did not use the wounded to play the modern sorcerer.
Be careful what you insinuate, Dr. Ackroyd.
I only want you to admit you used those men to improve your theories.
Yeah. Saved many lives, knowledge is the main weapon, no reason to justify my access to you. No.
This is ridiculous. My blood transfusion technique saved many lives, and you know it.
You see? That is exactly what I hate about people like you. You avoid this kind of accusation instead of facing reality.
You know what, yo?
I don't know what you've heard.
I don't question.
And what exactly?
I served in.
Be careful.
I only.
This is ridiculous.
You see?
Oh, sticks with that answer. Oh, I got it. Okay. So it does only give you some options sometimes, and then you can't go back and change it. I will note that moving forward.
It seems you have bad memories of your military service.
I refuse to see this industrial slaughter as scientific progress. War only reveals the worst in men.
We can at least agree on something, Dr. Ackroyd. Tell me, Waverly, what do you think of Dr. Strickland's enthusiasm for his experimental research?
Strickland is playing with his patients' lives for pride and glory. Now that, sir, is unethical.
Are you thinking about something in particular?
Harvey Fiddick needs delicate surgery. I believe we should stick to the usual procedure, but my young colleague obviously disagrees.
And are you not afraid that your rivalry with Strickland may be blinding you?
Rivalry? I guess you could call it that. But I will never be childish enough to let my personal feelings affect my judgment.
Why do you wish to lead this surgery?
I strongly believe that Mr. Fiddick should not be butchered to test an unproven procedure.
Let's get him on my side.
I really hope you're right about this, Dr. Ackroyd. I'm trusting your judgment on this.
I'm not the kind of man who runs away from his responsibilities, Dr. Reid. There is no need for you to be looking over my shoulder.
Wow, this guy really does not like me. Okay.
Since your tenure in this hospital is longer than mine, perhaps you can tell me more about this place.
Let's just say I'm tired of the carelessness around me. I have always respected the skills of Dr. Swansea, but over time his enthusiasm has become displaced.
Carelessness? Exactly what are you talking about?
We're here to save lives. The people who trust us are not volunteering for experimentation. They're here to be healed.
I don't intend to run any radical experiments, Doctor. Even if I, as any good practitioner should, express an interest in pushing the boundaries of medical research.
Modern medical methods were created through audacity and ego. But there are rules in our line of work, and they're here to protect our patients.
New hint, nice.
If you have a problem with me, Dr. Ackroyd, please
seriously.
feel free to tell me.
Dr. Swansea has imposed your presence on this hospital without asking anyone's advice. The benefit of his position. But I don't agree with it.
I know we've never met before, but I believe this hospital could use all the help it can get. You will agree with that, I'm sure.
Oh, but I have heard about you, Dr. Reid. Of course, you can't say the same about me, since I have not wasted my time courting the press.
You know what? I'm gonna play hardball with him.
You are going to change your tone with me, my dear colleague. And very quickly.
Yeah,
I don't
hold
think
your
so.
ground, Dr. Reid.
Perhaps you think yourself protected by Dr. Swansea, but I am still a free man, and I will speak to you the way I want.
Okay. Really now.
Thank you for your time. We'll talk later.
Pharmacy. Let's go to the pharmacy.
The daily routine.
It's locked.
Oh. Can I talk to you?
Good evening, Mr. Hampton. How do you feel?
Dr. Reid, is it?
It's feeling okay now.
Sir, I must apologize for my behavior.
What do you mean?
I was not myself in the factory. Fear and exhaustion made me say awful things to you, I'm afraid.
You remained perfectly nice and polite. A little delirious, perhaps. But who wouldn't be after enduring an abduction?
Thank you, Doctor. That's a relief. Now all I need to do is rest and return to my flock.
Okay, let's ask you some personal questions.
What do you do for a living, Mr. Hampton? I can't help but notice the cross around your neck.
I manage a night asylum for the poor and homeless of the docks. And I try to guide the lost and hesitant on the right path to our Lord.
I know, are you a priest is what I was asking. Yeah, how about this one? Here.
Why didn't you use your cross against William Bishop?
Yeah, he had
to
the cross
repel
right
him
there.
somehow.
That's a very strange question, Doctor. A cross is no magical token, if that's what you were trying to say. Not mine, anyway.
So it needs to be a very specific one?
Are you a priest, Mr. Hampton? A deacon, maybe?
Not at all, Doctor. I'm just a man of faith willing to preach the good word.
Okay.
How do you feel, Mr. Hampton? Medically speaking, I mean.
I feel exhausted. Beyond exhaustion, actually. William drank so much of my blood in his madness. I feel empty.
You're in good hands here. Dr. Swansea is well versed in blood transfusion, and I'm sure he'll take the best care of you.
Thank you, sir. I believe all I need is rest, and then I can go back to the people who need me.
Okay, made any friends?
Have you made friends since you arrived?
Not really, but I recognize Miss Harriet Jones. I knew her when she lived by the docks. That poor woman had such a miserable life.
You never came to see her here at Pembroke. Receiving visits when sick can be an important part of the healing process, you know. We're not just bodies.
You're preaching to the converted now, Doctor. To be truly honest, I thought she was dead. She left the docks many months ago.
Goodbye, Mr. Hampton. We'll talk again later.
Yeah, we'll talk next time.
On every street corner. The daily routine.
Alright, this pharmacy. How far is it? go across the bridge.
Leech spotted! Watch out!
Oh my gosh, I'm gonna die. Can't heal? There's a gun. Oh, what? He just... What happened? Alright, let's go at this again. Can I use a different weapon then? There you go. Yeah, let's have some stronger weapons. There you go. Okay. Now I have stronger weapons. And we should do better now.
Shut! Step away!
Yeah, just run.
Best turn around if I were you.
For a game about being a vampire, he can't really hide himself or sneak around. There's no like crouch button or prone button. It's just him running around.
Die, vermin!
Oh my gosh. Shoot him. Oh, and I'm on fire? Shoot him. Oh, no. There you go. Gosh. Okay. Alright. Getting close. Sneak up. Darn, come on. Oh man. He took all the blood. Oh, like that? Quick. Pharmacy. Blood. Give me the blood and then dodge. Oh my gosh, there's 3? Oh no, it's just 2. Wow. They're really strong. I think it is. Okay. Play smart. Play smart. Oh my gosh, wrong way. Oh, there are 3 of them. Oh my gosh. They're hard. I don't even think I can beat them right now.
Over there!
I need to get used to lots of
Start, leech!
And then I don't like he can't climb up this, really. Oh my goodness. He has to go all the way around. It's ridiculous. Ow. Oh no, no, use that. Oops. Oh yeah, they're like level 8, level 10. I'm not supposed to be here. But with their levels that high, I think it is best for me to just return back. Oh my god. Dead inside. Like, let me see, will it show me what their levels are? Yeah, 14? No way, I am not supposed to. 16? Gosh. No, I can't survive here. I'm only level 4. Alright. Well, I beat them. They're like level 12 and 10.
It's one of them!
Alright, let's do this. Oh my gosh, stay away from me. Loading. You know, I feel like it's been years since I've seen a game have a loading sign like that in-game. Been years. Okay. Let's go and rest. In here? No? Okay. What's this? Quarantine contagious disease. Oh. It's cool. I like those little signs you can find here in this world. It adds to the world building. To understand the context of where these people are living. The conditions that they have to endure to survive. Good touch. There's the hospital. Okay. Let's go upstairs. Okay. Swansea.
Not now.
Okay, forget you then, Dr. Swansea. Shoot. Just want to say hi. Time to rest. I did 2 side missions. I would say that calls it a night. Yeah, I guess I'm shut-eye and level up too. Oh, I like this. Where you can block. Yeah, defense. Yeah, let's do more damage. There you go. And let's increase my stamina. That way I can dodge more often. Alright, the next night. Okay, major district events. The more lives you take, the unhealthier a district becomes. If a district's health status drops below the critical threshold, it will plunge into chaos. Oh, what does that mean? Well, that's right, I did kill someone. Well, it's still healthy. So, we're good. I didn't kill anyone else. It is tempting to look, because if I were to take out some of these people, look at how much experience I would gain. Like her, 1,250. If I betray my ally here, Dr. Swansea, I get 6,000 experience. Huh. Oh, and this guy, I helped him out. I can get this much experience. Very tempting. Yeah, very tempting this game is.
If I'm to stay here until my research is complete, I'd better learn to hide my true nature from the mortals. But what about my thirst for blood?
Alright, so I think this is a good time to stop for now. Reaching chapter 2. Awesome. So, did 2 side missions. Pretty fun, trying to find those items, and it's very helpful having the little map at the top. And so I just select tracking and just able to just find where I need to go. So it's less frustrating and just get straight to the task. I like that. And one thing I did notice that with the game is that when I do die, and there's that loading period, it takes quite some time for it to load in the frames, the setting, the environment, and for me to start to play again. So that there is a bummer. I guess I could look at it as a, the bright side that I take a break. So if I look at it like that. And one thing I want to mention too, while I play, and if I run too fast into another area of the map, there is then that loading symbol that pops up, and then it just stops all gameplay. I haven't experienced that in a very long time, so that's just something I have to look out for in this game. Otherwise, the graphics, they are on point. I do enjoy it, and it is pretty fun when I get to use the combat skills, when I get to switch between using the stake or a gun and fight in battle. I just really need to level up at this point. I'm at level 7, so at least be at the double digits to have the next battles be more reasonable, so I can beat them easier. Well, anyways, we'll continue this next time. Thanks y'all for watching. If you like what you've seen so far, remember to like, follow, and subscribe, and we'll see you next time. Yeah, until the following chapter. See y'all later. Isang bagsak.